So today we are going to discuss complete response of RC circuit. These two resistor and capacitors are connected in series, and this is the voltage, and this is the switch. Switch is closed at t is equal to 0. Switch is closed at t is equal to 0, and one more condition is initial voltage across capacitor also 0. Switch is closed at t is equal to 0, and initial condition voltage across through the capacitor is, that is capacitor initial condition. Capacitor initial condition V of 0 minus is equal to 0 volt. Coming to the procedure is same as previous, complete response of RL circuit, and the procedure is, first of all, apply KVL to the loop and find the current. After simplifying all these things, find the current expression. Once you know the current, then find the voltage drop across resistor, and similarly voltage drop across capacitor. Right? Here the first one is apply KVL to the loop. This is figure 1. Apply KVL to the loop. KVL is equal to V is equal to, now the condition is t is equal to 0, t greater than 0. At t greater than or equal to 0. Switch is closed. Switch is closed. Okay. Then V is equal to I into R plus voltage drop across capacitor 1 by C integral I dt. Now differentiate above equation with respect to time. Now dV by dt is equal to some di by dt into R plus 1 by C into I. Then simplify di by dt, plus, and okay, here V is constant, t greater than or is equal to 0, V is equal to fixed voltage, V is equal to fixed voltage. Then the remaining expression is 0 is equal to di by dt into R plus 1 by C into I. Then di by dt plus 1 by RC into I is equal to 0. This is the differential equation. Equation number 2. This is equation 1. This is the differential equation, first order differential equation. Already you must know the first order differential equation. First order differential equation. The properties are only one reactive element. Here capacitor is the reactive element. Only one reactive element in this circuit. Capacitor is the reactive element. To find complete solution, we require initial conditions. To find complete solution, we require one initial condition. One initial condition. This is the first order differential equation. How can, with respect to circuit element, circuit consists of only one reactive element. Here the reactive element is capacitor, and to find the complete response or solution we require only one initial condition, that is voltage across capacitor V0 minus is equal to a given 0 volt. Now compare second equation with the generalized equation. Equation 2 in the form of equation 2 in the form of dy by dx plus py is equal to q. Equation 2 in the form of generalized differential equation dy by dx plus py is equal to q. Solution for this one is y of t is equal to e power minus pt integral q into e power pt dt plus a into e power minus pt. So compare equation 2 with generalized differential equation and solution. Now that is the solution. Here y is equal to I, and q is equal to 0, and p is equal to 1 by RC. Now solution is, now I of t is equal to e power minus p by RC integral q is equal to 0 into e power t by RC dt plus a into e power minus t by RC. So the solution consists of two parts. This is the first part. This first part is, this is due to forcing function. Why? Because q, this response due to forcing function, and this response due to natural response. Or this response due to steady state. These are all the different names already we discussed in last video lecture. This is the transient response. That means in this case I of t, a current response consists of only transient response. Steady state response or forcing function response, it is 0. Now it becomes I of t is equal to 0 plus a into e power minus t by RC. This is due to forcing function. Forcing function means input voltage. What is the input? Input is constant voltage V. That response is 0. Now this one is transient response or source free response. Okay. This is equation 3, where a value can be found by using initial conditions. Where a value is found by using initial. Now conditions, initial conditions. It is given as t is equal to 0 minus v of 0 minus is equal to 0. At t is equal to 0, switch is closed, and v of 0 plus is equal to v of 0 minus, that is equal to 0. Now the circuit becomes, this is the switch is closed, and this is the capacitor, and voltage across capacitor also 0. And this behaves like a short circuit. Capacitor behaves like a short circuit. Why? Because voltage across capacitor is 0. Now the total current in the circuit at I of 0, I of 0 is equal to completely depends upon V and R. So this is the initial condition. Substitute this initial condition in equation 3. Substitute A value in 3. Then I of 0 is equal to 0 plus A into 1. Now this value is equal to V by R, that is equal to A. So I of 0. Okay, now A value is equal to V by R. Now substitute A in 3. Substitute A in 3, that is equal to I of t is equal to V by R into e power minus t by R. This is 4. So the current expression is, the current expression I of t is equal to V by R e power minus t by RC. In RC circuit, tau, time constant tau is equal to RC. That is circuit time constant. So in terms of time constant, I of t is equal to V by R e power minus t by tau. Okay, once you know the current, you can easily find voltage drop across resistor. Okay, this is exponential decay. The waveform is exponential decay. Suppose if you want to draw the current, this is I of t. This is V by R. This expression is V into e power minus t by tau. Okay. Now coming to the voltage drop across resistor. Voltage drop across resistor is equal to I into R. I value is equal to V by R e power minus t by RC into R. R get cancelled. That is equal to V into e power minus t by RC. So this is same as current wave, current response. This is VR. But the only magnitude is, now this one is V. V into, this is V by R. Okay, this is V into e power minus t by tau. Tau is equal to RC. Now output expression, VC, voltage drop across capacitor. We know that VC is equal to 1 by C integral into I dt. 1 by C integral I is equal to V by R e power minus t by RC into dt. We'll simplify this one. V by RC integral e power minus t by RC dt. That is equal to V by RC e power minus t by RC, then minus 1 by RC, RC get cancelled, that is equal to plus constant C1. So now C1 minus V into e power minus t by RC. Voltage across capacitor is equal to C1 minus V into e power, where C1 is constant. C1 can be found by using initial conditions. C1 constant, C1 can be found by using initial conditions. Initial condition in terms of voltage. So V of 0 plus is equal to V of 0 minus, that is equal to 0. So that at t is equal to 0, then V of 0 plus or 0 is equal to C1 minus V into e power 0 by RC. V of 0 is equal to 0 is equal to C1 minus V. Then C1 is equal to V. Substitute C1 value in voltage across this capacitor equation. I think this one is 4. Substitute V1 value in this expression. Now voltage across capacitor is, now Vc is equal to C1 minus V into e power minus t by RC. C1 is equal to V minus V minus t by RC. Take common V, 1 minus e power minus t by RC. So this is the voltage across capacitor expression. Voltage across capacitor is exponentially charging. If you draw the waveform, this is voltage across capacitor. It will slowly rises. It will slowly rises. Now here the maximum value is, so this is the expression is V into 1 minus e power minus t by tau. Now here one more condition here is, when t is equal to 5 RC, when t is equal to 5 RC, then Vc approximately equal to V, 0.99 V. So that voltage across capacitor reaches the maximum value. So it will take a time 5 tau or 5 RC. Remember this one. How much time it will require to charge a capacitor maximum value. So Vc approximately equal to V when time constant or when time t is equal to 5 RC or t is equal to 5 time. When time reaches to 5 tau, then voltage across capacitor reaches to maximum input voltage, that is V volts. So this is the response. When t is equal to tau is equal to 1, it will reaches something like 63%. When it will reaches 5 tau, around it will not 0.99% or 93%. Okay. Or you can directly substitute here t is equal to 5 RC, then simplify, or t is equal to 1, t is equal to RC, substitute here. Then how to find this values means, in this expression, in Vc expression, substitute t is equal to 5 RC, one condition, you will get maximum condition, and t is equal to RC. you will get this one, right? Okay, this is the voltage across capacitor C. The final observe here, already we know that the response consists of only transient response. That means this is the response, this is natural response, slowly continuously increase. When it will increase maximum, then it will maintain a constant. Okay, here in this case, there is no steady state response, only transient response and forced free response. This is also called forced free response. And coming to the small note, there are two types of differential equations, that is homogeneous, non-homogeneous. In homogeneous, the form is dy by dx plus py is equal to 0. That means input is equal to 0. Source free, there is no source, no input. Whereas non-homogeneous differential equation, the form is dy by dx plus py is equal to q. This is the first order. First order, both are first order differential equation. Only thing is here is this is input. This is input where y is output. Here input is equal to 0. Here input existed. Q of p. This is input and this is output. This is a constant. Okay. Like that you can easily find voltage across resistor and voltage across capacitor. The procedure is the switch is closed at t is equal to 0. Apply the KVL. Then again convert into the KVL expression in terms of first order differential equation, either non-homogeneous or homogeneous form. In this case it is a homogeneous differential equation. Then you know the general solution, another differential equation in the form of this one. The solution consists of it is a forcing function response as well as natural response. Then calculate, and constant values can be found by using the initial conditions, right? Thank you.